5, 4, 3, and we're in. Welcome back from the
Welcome
ad
back
break,
from the ad.
everyone.
Perfect time for the
We are straight into Champion Select. Now, we remember we have a bunch of global bans. Those champions will not be seen, the ones we saw in Game 1. Bard banned again, we will fall and will not get his Bard.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're going to see the same bands again. You're not gonna see Why Do We Fall's Bard. We're not gonna see this Max Jace. We're not gonna see. I think the roles are swapped around because the LOMiks were not lined up properly. Yeah, you're not gonna see the Zivas Akali. You're not gonna see the Zivas LeBlanc.
Yep. But there is the Nautilus ban. That is a different ban than the first game.
That is a different ban, yes. What was?
Do not remember. Do you remember who was banned? I'm trying to.
No, not really.
LOMiks banned LeBlanc, Akali, Jace, Alistar, and Leona first game.
Yes, but we're thinking of this side. The Tristana was banned last game. That was it, and they now first pick it there.
They instantly take it.
But that is their plan.
This time. Yeah, Lucian isn't banned this time, so this might be take that instead. But look at Hover and Corki instead. Don Marco actually just decides to get his Tristana. Oh wait, no.
It'll be interesting what supports we get, because we've seen a lot of aggressive supports. Could we see the Leona here? We saw the Hover last game, and that's another more aggressive support, which seems to see it fit LOMiks' style. Yeah. Or will we more see like a Nami or something?
I did just misspeak, and I said that Don Marco got his Tristana. It's not really his. It's Peter's Tristana that's the danger, as far as we've seen. And they just decided to steal it. But Peter knows exactly what what Tristana wants, and actually decides to pick Corki into it. That's the
Corki and the Orianna as well picked up for LOMiks. We'll see if they'll keep the same tempo up, or if they'll take a bit more relaxing with the scaling you get from the Orianna. But the way they played last game, I don't think they're putting the brakes on anytime soon.
Yeah, exactly. They picked Syndra, and who's meant to be a whole lot more playing back, and it just kept going. Victor as a response, and so the Yori is a very solid pick. Just just stable in the lane, and really good scaling just to keep up.
Yes. So what are we expecting here? The jungler or the support? Obviously, the danger of not picking your support here is the fact that LOMiks could pick their support and then ban away 2 other supports. But yeah, they do pick that Nami up.
Yeah, I sneaky suspicion.
Jade, how does Nami work with Tristana? Is that a lane you like?
It's pretty alright. I mean, Nami is so versatile. She works with most ADCs. But I feel like here it's mainly to take it away from the Corki. Nami and Corki are a very strong lane, so it's a good pickup here, I would say.
The fish expert has spoken.
Definitely better ones, but Alistar being picked up. You can now pick Alistar completely without any thought of consequence because that silence has already been played.
Yeah, and it is that aggressive support we like for we would. Why? Yeah, we would fall. I can't speak anymore. It is the aggressive we like. The Aatrox ban, interesting. Kiana ban, obviously we saw that Kiana jungle for LOMiks' game in the losers bracket finals. That makes sense.
But what on the side of Krug walk would warrant a Aatrox ban?
That is LOMiks on the right. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Nasus ban makes sense. Still very strong this patch, and a Nocturne ban. So we have one team banning out the top laners and one team banning out the junglers. I'm expecting a jungler to be picked up here, pick 4 for LOMiks.
What would you actually play? Like, what would a Aatrox and Nasus ban say to you for their top laner? Nasus, I'm guessing something that's really introduced into dark speed.
I don't know personally.
Aatrox is definitely a Mundo counter.
Ornn was the first thing I was thinking of. Yeah, Ornn definitely. Aatrox is really good into Ornn. But we get
And
the
you definitely
instant
don't want-
Cassante, and we're going tanks top lane. I mean, last game the top laners didn't do much, but you know, these are two teams that want to team fight. This is a very different game than last. These are just two team fight compositions, and we're
with
not
these
getting that
many jungle
Evelyn,
bans,
lady. I'm so sorry. Doesn't seem like we're getting that Evelyn.
There's the next game. But no, with this many jungle bans and already 2 taken out, I'll be shocked if Wukong wasn't picked.
Now the Vi is still up, and we have seen LOMiks play that, but that was with a different jungler the first game. We have to remember they did sub in a jungler for the first game. Have a different jungler now for, or sorry, not for the first game of the finals, but the first game of the day when they played. That is the Nafiri, which continues with their aggression.
It continues a lot with the regression. I mean, we've already seen, I believe it was Ape who actually played and piloted Nami in one of the games, who didn't level 2 invade.
My eyes will really be on the bot lane this game, lady, because Tristana Nami generally should demolish Corki Alistar in lane early on. Corki obviously quite strong in lane, but Alistar known to be extremely weak in lane, and it's once you get all the abilities available, you're a bit stronger, but especially level 1, you're just very weak, so we'll probably see the bot lane. But at the same time, we've seen LOMiks heavily target bot lane, and there's zero reason for the junglers to go top lane with an Ornn Cassante top this game, so I'm expecting a lot of action bot lane this game.
And in all honesty, I don't think there is much point in running mid either. No one in the mid lane or the jungle has any form of CC until level 6. Victor, of course, has his W, but you have to stand in that one for it to activate.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, this bot lane is probably going to be the point of contention for both teams. But no, this is good. This is really nice. This Nami also has a crucial job just in general, because that's that Nafiri diving in with the Rolt is going to be the ball delivery system. Either that or the Alistar, and that tidal wave can save her entire team.
Yeah, I really like the comp LOMiks has gotten up with the team fight comp. If they stay even, that's going to be scary. Obviously, Victor always still gets scary on the side of Krugwalk, but I actually think for once, LOMiks is actually picking more of the scaling comp, while for Krugwalk, it's about trying to do early. If that Tristana and Nami get off to a great start early on, towers could really start falling quickly.
Yeah, I mean, we saw it last game. The Tristana was involved in every single turret structure that was taken. They just crumbled.
Yes. So for people that haven't followed the whole day, we start off with LOMiks playing against Zodiac, and then they also played up against Banana, and both those two games were complete stomps. LOMiks has been playing amazing today, and then the first game, I just kept on going, the same aggression we see. This is actually the first time we see a bit of a different type of comp from LOMiks. More the team fighting with the Ornn, with the Orianna, with the Alistar. But I don't think they're going to be less aggressive, because I don't think that's in their repertoire right now, lady. I think they're going to keep the tempo up, especially with an Nafiri that likes to be aggressive.
Yeah, especially early on. And I think they've, out of the two in the mid lane, I think Orianna's the little bit stronger one early on, especially when it comes to like fights outside of the lane with another teammate.
Yeah. Will be interesting to see also what keystones and build we go for.
Yeah, that I'll be a little bit surprised if we don't see a Deathfire touch from the Victor. I believe the Conqueror is on the Wukong. The tanks are probably all like Kazanta's probably going after Shock. On
Something might go grasp still. Both grasp.
Really? You think?
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
You have so much value of grasp into Ornn. They'll just proc it so often. Usually you only pick a Santa with Aftershock in case of a matchup where you don't think you'll proc grasp a lot.
So, but even then, just dash closer, forehead.
But we're heading into the game. The spectator delay is gone. Shane, please don't do any weird animations that crash the game for you anymore.
The spectator delay is.
Oh no, it won't. Hopefully.
Okay, now I got on to what you meant. I was like, no, we're very much having a
Yeah,
spectator delay.
not gone. It's done. The spectator delay is done. We're heading into the game.
Nope, time control has to be re-enabled.
And we scroll forward in a time.
Ba-dum bum ba-dum bum. Ba-dum bum ba-dum bum.
I mean,
Oh,
that
yeah, well,
health
they've
bar-
already left. They've already left the fountain. This would be cooler if they were still there.
Meanwhile, we're a minute into the game.
Yep. Minute 25 now.
Oh,
Yeah,
there's
no
a champion
real-
there. Oh, there they are.
But no real surprises here. Level 2 invade already from the Neferi. It takes throughout the camp and immediately says, no. This is my frog.
If you could
I feel like I've
speed
seen this
up a
one
bit.
before.
Yes, there you go.
Alistair, with the headbutt.
Woo.
Tristana jumps in very aggressively at the same time that Nami was pushed away. So no, nothing really comes from that jump. And yeah, going back to talk about a little bit of the runes that we see, like you said, grasp. But in this case, I was correct.
It is an aftershock. You are right on the Cassante. Obviously, grasp will give you more stacks in HP, but aftershock is really good for the all-in. You can easily proc it with your W or with your Q as Cassante. And then you get a massive amount of armor and magic resist, which obviously is exactly what Cassante wants. First of all, it gives him cooldown reduction on his Q, on that in Tofu strikes, and it also helps him when he goes all out with his ultimate to get even more damage.
So, like we said, it would be Deathfire Touch on the Victor, and he's using it in to great success in pushing this Orianna out of lane. Orianna's done a great job to actually be ahead in CS, but now, sadly,
But it's
at
kind of what you're
expense-
expecting, right? With
Yeah.
with Victor early on. Victor, one of the
Beautiful.
people that got an immense buff from this Deathfire Touch rune, helps him really much, makes his training really easy with that Q. But at the same time, Wukong will be a bit behind Neferi, just one camp at the moment. And I don't think Wukong is getting that Scuttle Crab, because the bot lane is somehow pushed in on the side of LOMiks, which really surprises me on the fact that it's a Tristana and a Nami. And this Wukong is a bit homeless. Loses one camp, and will probably actually lose the second Scuttle as well.
Yeah,
That
Neferi
is
just
a
secured
really
itself.
tough thing for VO and the Wukong.
Yeah, he's not going to be a happy camper about that one. But again, Neferi being a very strong fighter in a one-on-one scenario in the early stages.
Meanwhile,
Let's see, we're doing
Deceiver
what he
somehow has 100% accuracy on those lasers, somehow hitting in the most insane angles on that Orianna.
Oh, going aggressive there. Peter stepping up with the Korgian while under threat.
Yeah, meanwhile, we see Cassante and Ornn fighting a bit of an advantage to the Cassante early on. Will force the Ornn to back, but
I think we've seen this one before. And the is coming in for the dive. One of the better divers in the game. And here she said that's a full start explosive charge. First the bubble claims first blood. This is disastrous.
yeah, that
This
was
is the
too aggressive. And
I
the
think-
Fury, yes, can go invulnerable, but the bomb still will hit when you're in that form. And Nami just predicts the bubble, and the flash is up from the Fury. But that one flash from Kapi there, the Nami, early on, just shut down all the aggression from the side of LOMiks, and suddenly Krugwalk is up to a great start. Like we already talked about it, that win condition of the Nami and the Tristana is a really important one for them, and they get a kill. And usually you always want it on the AD carry, sure, but Nami getting an early kill, being able to get those support items quickly for that Tristana to also farm more is great, and that's the red buff is over as well. And meanwhile, on the top lane, that Ornn is getting pushed out from the Cassante. You know, this is a great start for Krugwalk.
Yeah, they're looking a lot healthier already. Oh,
And the
All
Cassante
Out
might go all out. There's the ultimate.
Start.
Fails the flash though, and it will be a 1-for-1. Yeah, tried to Q flash, but actually Q'd and then flash. Didn't get the Q flash off, and yeah, that was enough. Still worth it, because the Ornn does not have TP, and that is another minion wave just disappearing from the Ornn. And meanwhile, mid lane though, the classic Alistar behind. Combo's great, but the damage.
Hit, but there comes the Hextech Storm. And he is actually turning the damage back around. Forced to flash out now just to secure.
Oh, but there's the Ornn ultimate. The Ornn ultimate was never used top lane. Hits Deceiver. Alistar goes under tower. Nami heal is enough though, and almost gets the kill on the Orianna. What a crazy fight! But right now, Krugwalk is winning on every corner. That's Ornn ultimate gone. That's even more minions gone from the Ornn, because the wave is actually pushing up right now towards the K'Sante, and that Ornn will suddenly be 10, 15 CS behind. Deceiver, meanwhile, mid lane, 10 CS up. Bot lane is even, and as much as the Nafiri is doing really well, I'm favoring Krugwalk at the moment. This is a great early game.
Yeah, Krugwalk is doing really well. You know, just staying.
Nafiri invade onto Wukong though. I think Wukong will have to give up his blue buff.
Don't know about that. I think Nafiri actually can take it. Deceiver's a fair bit away. Yeah, that's another camp state.
Blue buff for Nafiri. Wukong had to give it up, and also the Scuttle Crab. And that Scuttle Crab will mean level 6 for Nafiri. Let's see if the Nafiri can unlock the map and be aggressive. Looking at that bot lane dive again, but you know the problem is Nami has heal back up, almost level 6. Tristana's level 6. Tristana has both summoners up. Bot lane ganks, it's almost just getting harder. They almost have to wait until that Alistar is level 6. Well, they're anyways going for it.
Takes the flash over the wall, but not a really good buffer there. There's so much damage that's being put down here. Deceiver just to run down from the middle lane, and this is not what you want to see. Deceiver picking up a double kill.
Meanwhile, all out on the top lane, K'Sante going in, but Ornn just runs away and nothing will happen. But Ornn might lose minions waves. However, Nafiri's here, or K'Sante is less tanky in his all-out form, and also does not have the armor. Went for the magic resist first, but it's K'Sante, and he does a ton of damage.
This is an absurd amount of damage.
And you know, we talked about the 2 ways to beat LOMiks earlier on. And it was the 2 ways where, one, you match them in aggression. And that is what Krugwalk tried to do the first game. They tried to be as aggressive as LOMiks, and it didn't work. 2, you beat the aggression from LOMiks, played defensively enough, make LOMiks overextend, and that is what we're getting. And that's another kill for the K'Sante.
Yeah, Uzbek's doing some real nice plays here with the K'Sante maneuvering about.
Yeah, but like if you look at this game, it hasn't been that Krugwalk is making these insane plays. They're still reacting to what LOMiks is doing, and yes, in the jungle it didn't work, but in the bot lane they're just in the correct place. And their bot lane this game, especially Kapi and that Nami, are playing extremely well in resisting the dives. Yeah. Meanwhile, the Void Grubs end up going 1 to the victor. Deceiver actually stole one of the grubs, the last grub, with his laser. So, guys, it's time to put out the glazing of Deceiver again in chat.
I mean, I don't think anyone can just not.
He stole the 3rd grub with his laser. Oh, that is a bummer for Nafiri and the jungler. There was almost 3 grubs, but then you get it stolen by a Victor laser. Anyways, there's a 2k gold lead for Krugwalk, obviously looking really good, especially at 2-0 on the Victor again, and also a massive gold lead in the top lane. However, game is not over, and the bot lane still very even in gold.
The walk player just there, and Wukong is milling around, see if he can get something in for it.
And as the Wukong, that's what you have to do right now. You know the plan LOMiks has done before. They just go bot, they go bot, they go bot, they go bot. You have to sit around there and look again. Look where the vision is set up and look where the players from LOMiks are. They're looking at bot lane again.
Yeah. A critical thing to remember is the fact that it is a Victor with 2 kills and almost 100 CS. That means he has at least 1 career upgrade. I think he is actually approaching 2.
Yeah, we're actually sitting on 91 stacks again on the Victor, so he almost has both his upgrades, 2 upgrades. That Victor is getting very snowbally very quickly. Great looking for Krugwalk right now. Meanwhile, Alistar goes in with a combo, but the Nami heal just negates it. Bubble misses though. Shade would never miss her bubble there.
What do you mean? I miss all of them.
Shade my goat. All right, we're slowing down a bit. I think LOMiks has realized, hey guys, we do have really good scaling here. Let's just calm down a minute. The dives haven't worked. Let's just take a step back, get our level 6s, get our first items,
Just on
and then we'll see again.
Nope, nothing was gonna happen there. Sorry about that. Oh, at the same time, I'm saying that Wukong has been now called out by the Alistair. At the same time, I had to pop the clone. The Unbreakable Will has been popped by the Alistair. They get 55% less damage. Bubble misses, and at the same time, the Hex Storm has been.
But there's a Cassante.
There's an all-out, and he has finished Seek's Convergence there.
Yeah, going for the supportive build with the Seek's Convergence first. Interesting build from the Cassante.
I mean, it's a tanky item, and the fact that it gives ultimate cooldown just makes it the all-out. It's just a solid item for him. It doesn't even have to be a supportive item anymore.
But again, the aggression's not paying off. However, teleport in from the Orn. They're not giving up this dragon for free. They're going to try for the fight. The Fury goes in, gets the steal on the dragon. Ultimate from the Orn comes in, hits 4 people.
Tristana jumps in on the side. There's a reset for the side of Neferi. Follows it, but who had the flash out? I think it's both Wukong
The Seaver had the flash out, and Cassante goes down as well. That is 3 kills suddenly for the side of LOMiks. Or is there 4? Does he get the blast cone in time? He does get the blast cone in time. Wow, LOMiks just turn it in. They have the team fight calm. They decide to fight, and suddenly that 2k gold lead is just gone. And look at that Corki, look at that Neferi. They are strong. That will probably be Trinity Force finish on that Corki. He's going to do so much damage. And suddenly, the first play that Krug actually tries to do himself gets backfired.
Yeah, it's almost tragic to see, because if they actually got something with the catches they did on the Alistair, on the I believe it was Oriana.
Yep.
If they actually got those kills on those picks, that would have been a completely different situation in the mid lane.
All right, but it's time for one of your favorite parts of the game. Lady, talk us through the first items for every player.
I mean, for each player. I mean, Yuntal is quite self-explanatory for the Tristana. Attack speed, crits, just in general, just a solid item. Triforce, then again for Corki, pretty much the same, just for the specific reasons. A lot of spells, the Spellblade effect. It's just perfect. Well, I don't really have time to talk about the items, because there is a fight between the jungle and the mid lane. Deceiver has found...
Ooh, bubble catches out the Corki.
Beautiful bubble there. It actually catches Corki in the mid-flight. I think he's actually gotten out.
No one dies.
He did.
Incredible. Both the Neferi and the Corki living on sub 100 HP. Unlucky for Krugwalk. And again, the aggressive plays of LOMiks just seemed to backfire. I think if I were their coach right now and could say something to them, I would really tell them, hey guys, calm down. We don't have to be super aggressive. We have a great team fight comp. Let's scale with the dragons. We have 2 dragons. Let's play the team fights and get the items. But they just can't stop, can they? They just go in, they just go in, and they just go in. So entertaining to watch. But this game, Lady, we're 14 minutes in now, and this game is even. There's no longer this massive lead for LOMiks, and now they actually have to prove they can play those team fights. Before they've shown they can play the early game, they can play the lanes extremely well. Now it's a different situation.
Still very much damage there.
Big play going on top lane. LOMiks with 3 people moving towards the top lane. But it is a Cassante. Will they try though? They will try.
Someone's gonna get kidnapped there.
Yeah, Cassante just presses the Pathmaker, his W, and is immune to CC, and nothing happens.
200 years of game development, I might add.
Meanwhile, that Wukong is in an interesting position. However, spotted eye by the sweeper by the Neferi, and we take so much damage. But turn around, Alistair pops ulto or an ultimate. Alistair goes down first. Corki takes a lot of damage. Tristana is cancelled, but can she get the reset? She cannot, she just dies. Deceiver, however, lives, and that will be a dead Ornn. And Yeah, that was a 5v4. The Oriana could not join, but that could have been a whole lot more. Both the Neferi and Corki once again slip away with really low HP.
Yeah, it's very close. Beautiful ultimates from pretty much every single person on the side of Krug Walk. Tidal Wave going through the perfect choke point. Hextech, the Hextech Storm from Victor just kept dealing a lot of damage to everyone.
Yeah, and a bit unlucky there for Don Mako. Jumps in on the Tristana, tries to get the kill, but Orn actually gets the knock up and he just dies before he can finish off Borf, the Corki, and the Neferi. If he gets those kills, that could be a lot more. That would probably be the Herald given as well. But, you know, Lady, I'm looking at this next dragon in 30 seconds. It is a Chemtech soul this game. And I'm looking at the items. And we've got one item complete on every single person in the game. But we've got no real, like, sticking out item for any player. There's no like player that feels extra weak or extra strong. I think we're actually going to have a straight up 5v5 fight for this dragon, and this is a really important one for Krugwalk. Not giving up that soul point.
Yeah, giving this this soul, especially to a team that has both a Orn Alistair, is that would just be an awful.
Yep, Orn teleports into the mid lane, ready to fight. Let's see who can get good setup right now. The setup advantage is for LOMiks, who are first to the dragon lane. And the lanes are pushed out as well. We got Oriana in the bot lane. However, the engage is already coming in from Krugwalk.
Hyper guys on 3. Call the Forge goes through. Hits Deceiver on the Victor. Shockwave connects up to 2. Well, to both Deceiver and LOMiks on K'Sante and Victor.
Yes, Lady, but that is a massive advantage.
Yeah.
Or
damage. It goes on to.
My game just crashed.
Yes.
Oh, lovely.
For everyone else not available, there's a team fight going on. 2 kills goes over to the side of Krugwalk. We apologize for the black screen. You get to see here the fight kind of as a replay. And Dragon ends up going over to the side of Krugwalk. Really important fight there for Krugwalk. They do get the kills in the end, and suddenly Deceiver's on 4 kills. Yeah, that Victor is doing damage.
Yeah, and at this point, all of his abilities are upgraded. His ultimate will now start. He will need to hit 16 before the ultimate starts scoring, I believe. But right now, every single one of his abilities are slowing. The W takes shorter time to activate the stun. He gets the movement speed on the Q.
And you can speed up 30 seconds, by the way. Nothing really happens until then, so you're good to go to live.
And when it comes to items, it looks like this is actually going straight for a Shadow Flame, going real aggressive. It's just wants extra damage. No safety for him.
I'm quite interesting. I find the Orn's first item there, seeing the Dead Man's Plate. It's a good item for armor, but that is a quite unusual item for the Orn, especially now with the Sunfire Cape buffs. You could expect something different from the Orn.
I can kind of see it, because you might not look at this team and think, slows. But there are. Q from K'Sante is a slow. Rebuff, if ever Wukong has it. Every single Victor spell is a slow. And Nami with Nami's E, and if she's hit you with both the ult or the bubble, that's going to be a little bit of a slow afterwards. So I can see it. This is looking dangerous here for Deceiver. He's forced to ulti aggressively, forced to fight one direction in one of the directions just to make sure to stay safe.
But did you see that damage? That is a lot of damage, and with Shadow Flame you will complete, Deceiver will do so much damage.
Yeah, I mean...
but Neferi trying to sneak in, they will try to play again, but Kapi is having a great game, in the correct position. Catches out the Alistar, misses the bubble though. Alistar going in. Teleport also coming in. Corki already forced the flash.
This is beautiful. Absolutely perfection.
It's just gonna be a medium rare steak. Right in the hands of Deceiver. Delicious.
Now that is something that now I'm guessing we can just cap it for a little bit more, because sensing that play, I don't even know if they had vision in that river. Yeah, they declared their vision and saw Alistair move in.
We can all say that Deceiver's having a good game with his 5 fails, but Cappy is playing amazing this game. Yeah. And Lady, we're back up to an 800 gold lead. The game, however, isn't over, because those Orn items will soon have varied. The combo from the Neferi and the Oriana does connect, but not good enough. Good buffer on the jump there. Deceiver, however, teleports right into danger. Or is he the danger?
Same time here, Tidal Wave comes in. Here, Victor steps into it just to get a little bit of a movement speed. Does now end up catching him. And now...
And suddenly the
Usmex-
aggression is just full on back again. We took a
Yeah,
bit of a break,
Usmex-
got an item, and we decided we're ready to fight again. And that Corki lady right now is incredibly strong. 1.5k gold lead. That is the Muramana and the Trinity Force finish. However,
We'll see
Casante's
how
going
strong
in
he
with the
is with
ultimate.
this one. Usmex goes in, all out has been popped, and just... It is so close, and he actually takes it. Peter
Yeah, misses that vital 1Q, and Corki has a barrier, and we told you, he just hit his power spike, but it's that 1Q that whiffs. And also, very interesting to note, Corki actually went for this plated steel caps this game, and that probably saved his life there.
Yeah, most likely. Also, brilliant use of the barrier there, just to soak up a little bit of extra damage.
And we talked about how good it was looking for Krogwalk, but the gold is just dead even, and the Ornn items are going to start coming out now. Ornn just hit level 14. That means one item will come. Probably will go to the upgraded Trinity Force there for the Corki. No, he actually already did do the Voltaic Cyclo Sword for the Neferi.
Yeah, this is a awesome game for him. This Shoshana needs to do a lot of work to catch up in this Corki. Even Deceiver's fallen behind in the CS when it comes to this Corki.
Now, for people not looking at the Twitch chat, I do have to shout out this lovely comment on Kapi. I'm not glazing her. Kapi is just so good and awesome on the Nami. Her bubbles hit the spot every time, and she saves her teammates in occasions historically unprecedented. If I were a fish, I would start a family with her. Long live the great Kapi, indeed.
I feel like we have had similar comments before. Either way. Again, how can Cassandra actually get away with buying such cheap items? How does he have such cheap items to actually buy?
Yeah, the Jaxo is done. The 6 convergence is there. No, right now though, I think the AD carry gap is just really big. Tristana obviously hits a bit of a power gap right now. Doesn't have the Trinity Force finish yet. You know, if I am Krugwalk right now, I'm a bit scared to fight a dragon. However, they're earlier in position, and actually, we're looking at Baron for LOMiks. That's Baron started by the Neferi. And Neferi takes no damage and can solo Baron. And they actually do not have vision. Will they check the Baron?
She doesn't have
Actually, never mind. Neferi jumps off of it, doesn't finish the Baron. But that was a sneaky one. Rift Herald also popped from Neferi. I think the timer was going out, had to pop it there.
I mean, it's a really good distraction to use because, I mean...
It goes back into Baron. Neferi's back into Baron.
Yeah, at the same time, we also have Orion in the bot lane pushing in the turrets.
And Neferi heals so much from her double Q, from the double Darkened Daggers, and therefore can just tank it forever. And this is going to be Baron for LOMiks. I don't think Krog was going to be here in time. This is just melting.
They don't have that much damage, especially now that she lost the dogs. And here comes the call of the Forge Guard just to zone Krogwalk away, and they've just hit and run.
That's a heist.
Thievery.
I think that is something you need to think of as Krogwalk. I know it's very specific for Neferi, but Neferi, with her double Qs, can just tank that Baron forever. And it was such a good position for Krogwalk. They got 2 Chemtechs, and we talked about how good it is on the side of LOMiks to get the Chemtech. So, but if you look on the side of Krogwalk, you have Kapi with the heals, you have Casante as well. Like the Chemtech's going to do a lot of job as well with stacking it up. But there's the Baron. But again, this season they did nerf the money you get from Baron, making the Baron power play, exactly what you do with the Baron, way more important. As we see right now, the Baron power play is less than 1,000, and unless they start getting some of these towers, then obviously that won't change. But let's see, they're sieging the bot lane.
They're sieging the bot lane, they do. There's been a lot of items completed, and funnily enough, the Ornn upgrade went onto the Lord Dominic's Regard for the Corki. I don't know if that's something that changes anything. I guess it changes a little bit when it comes to the armor pen. Nope. Just a little bit more attack damage. And that's 1 turret for 1 turret. Oh, actually, it's 2 turrets. Oh, 1.
Asante does get interrupted. The TP doesn't make him out.
All I've been popped in is trying the best he can just to survive a little bit longer. This Neferi does a lot of damage, does a lot of shredding of armor, and this K'Sante is surviving for a fair bit of time, but
Yeah, it does delay the Baron push though, and does give them that crucial mid tower and some plates for the Tristana on the mid tier 2. However, with the
going,
push
then.
going on, they're going to try to get that top tier 2 on the side of LOMiks.
so this time, instead of chasing down the Orianna, never mind, they do that too. Call on the Force Guard and Shockwave has been used. Flash W from the Orianna, trying to secure a kill. Tidal Wave is a little bit late. This
And
time
at the meantime, they took the top tier 2 and keep sieging.
Yeah, Nami's out of position here. Neferi's on the hunt, and the multiple puppies take this one.
Yeah, and this Baron steal, or theft, not a steal, but the theft of just doing the Baron without Krug noticing is just turning this game completely around in the favor of LOMiks. We talked about that you need to do a bit more with the Baron Power Blade and just take the Baron, and they did. Suddenly
Yeah.
they're in a 4k gold lead. That is a 3.3k Baron Power Play.
It's just a little bit unfortunate as well being caught out in certain situations. That Tristana walking straight headlong into Orianna, LOMiks on the K'Sante being caught out in the top lane.
Yeah, and the Masterworks items are also slowly coming in. We've got the Lord Dominic's Regard upgraded on the Tristana. We've got the Voltaic Saurical Sword upgraded on the Neferi, and obviously Ornn having the Deadman's Blade upgraded. Level 60 now, so he has one more upgrade. I'm guessing, yes, given out to the Orianna, the Masterwork Blackfire Torch.
I don't know.
And,
Doesn't it really matter what you put it on anymore?
Yes, it does. You get different for different things. You put it on the Death Cap, you get more AP. You put it on the Torch, for example, it actually gives a bit more haste as well for the side of the Orianna, so it does matter a bit where you put it on.
Yeah, she definitely wants that.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
this
you know,
is
Lady,
pretty-
Dragon is up in 20 seconds, and I think there is no chance for Krugwalk to contest this one. Because the
No.
waves are pushed so deep. And you know, in fact, it doesn't even look like LOMiks is that interested in it right now. They just keep going with the siege, and bot tier 2 is going to fall to that Orianna.
The Seeker pushed quite far out there. He desperately needs another item just to help propel this advance. And yeah, so he finally gets his hands on Void Staff. He's doing a lot more damage now.
Yeah, that's going to help against the magic resistance built on the Ornn especially.
Oh, that's a trip. 3 people hit it by the Corky Q. Phosphorus Bomb, I believe it's called. Nope. They are, LOMiks is right. They're currently in the choke point. Flash W and Shockwave! Beautiful
What a
combination.
play!
Victor's on the side and actually just goes down to the Corky alone.
And Lighty,
that
I think that might be the tournament.
Yeah, that's probably it's going to be the tournament. The All Out has been popped. He's doing LOMiks is doing the best he can just to keep the dream alive.
Yeah, there is no Baron,
But-
but I don't know if the Santi
Out-
can actually clear these waves.
Yeah, but All Out's definitely not going to save him against 5 hungry members of LOMiks.
And Lighty,
Yeah,
that is the
ladies
towers
and
going down.
gentlemen.
That's one Nexus tower going down. That's the second Nexus tower going down.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of Summer Showdown 2026 is looking like it's going to belong to LOMik. I love it.
GG.
Beautiful play.
GG.
GG.
What a game.
Now, I would definitely say MVP of that series would go to Ape. 2 brilliant jungle game on the Silas and then the Fury.
Yeah.
I think we should actually maybe first
Get the captain?
interview the captain of the losing team, and then we'll get the whole winning team
Alright.
into us. Okay,
That's fine.
I'll be right back.
And
It's
there
so
we
good at
go,
kidnapping
boys
people
and
from Discord rooms.
girls. LOMiks are your champions.
Yeah, it's absolutely insane game. The Steve are doing so much damage. You just
I know, gee,
wasn't
and
enough.
and even with like the Seaver's damage. Oh, speaking of, hello.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Siva, Very well played. I'm sorry it wasn't
Deceiver.
enough this time.
Yeah. I mean, we were not the favorites today, I'm pretty sure. Even though we are the winners bracket. Their team on paper is just way stronger.
Yeah. How did you feel about actually like watching the two games they played before this? Like, did it give you any insights or something you tried to exploit?
It was kind of mostly about to draft what champs we want to deny from them, being the Tristana and Ari. I think it would have been even harder stomp if we gave those champs away. I think our prep was fine. Maybe game one not so good in the end. But I think they just play better as a team. They move around so much better. And their drafts are pretty good.
Their macro has been just outstanding. The support's been pretty much exactly where it needs to be every single time. The jungle has been extremely aggressive.
Did you guys have any idea about them trying to sneak the Baron?
Yes. I kind of said in 20 seconds they can do it. I then said they probably don't because my TP is up in 20. I think they don't know that, and happens they did, and they just sneaked it.
Yeah, you call on like a.
It's my bad. I kind of just didn't. I said that they're gonna do it, or that they can do it, but that they won't. So
yeah,
we were
obviously a rough ending of the tournament and not the way you wanted to end, but you did make it to second place again and had a lot of good games and beat a lot of good teams. Overall, if you just think of the tournament, how do you feel about the tournament as a whole, ignoring maybe today's final game?
I mean, I think we did a bit better than expected as a team. My hopes weren't the highest with my team. You know, we are all friends, obviously. I'm allowed to flame them, banter a bit.
Oh.
I know that maybe there aren't the greatest synergies between us. But we made it to the final still. And I think we did better than expected.
You did really well.
There we go.
Thank you,
I'm happy.
Deceiver, and congrats on the second place. Hope you had fun together with your team, and see you next time.
Thank you for organizing.
All
Yes.
good.
Thank you, Byron.
See ya.
And this is the part
Bye.
where you leave.
This is the part where I get skipped, so the winners can speak.
Yes.
Yeah.
See ya. Okay, let's get all of LOMiks in here.
Wait, let me tell them that I'm yoinking them, okay?
Okay.
You changed, Shade. You just
Yeah, she used to just yoink people. Now she actually
I
tells
know.
them.
Unlike the spring skirmish, where she joined the losers, specifically my team. No warning at all.
Oh,
I'm
one.
Alright, ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Two. Oh, there you go.
Oh,
Congratulations.
LOMiks! You
thank
are
you.
the Summer Showdown champions for 2026.
There you go.
Yes, we are.
How
I'm
do you
sure
feel?
you feel very honored.
Yeah,
We
it was
do.
an amazing tournament. Really enjoyed it.
Did you guys expect to be here right now in the beginning of the day? Because you guys did have to like obviously fight your way through the ending of the lower bracket. Were you guys expecting to be the winners at the end of the day?
I would say we did. It's usually with these sort of side hustle tournaments, so like you guys are organizing, it's kind of our strat to make a lower bracket run. It's our comfort zone. So we didn't feel dismantled after dropping down. We felt okay.
Damn, planned from the start.
Yes, sir.
There we go.
Too big brain.
So, a small question though. That's current with the current patch now, with the collar being as actually non-functioning as she is. Would the ban? What was the ban? Do you maybe consider the ban a little bit of an overkill? Do you think Deceiver still go for it even though it's broken?
I think he would still go for it, surely. I mean, we might consider leaving it open if it was just a part of his champion pool, but he's a sort of a one trick, right? So it kind of made sense and made us a bit more comfortable, because it is still weird to play against a champion. Like, imagine, Akali's damage threat, her numbers, and suddenly those numbers are skewed and different, and it sort of messes with your judgment as well. So we were just more comfortable getting rid of it altogether instead of like not knowing what to expect.
Yeah.
How are you guys feeling this second game? Because on our sides, we think you guys just forgot the breaks today because it was just pure aggression from game one all the way up into the finals. But this first was the first games where your aggressions kind of backfired a bit in the bot dives. How are you guys feeling after the bot dives kind of failing in the beginning of the second game?
I mean, we just have to report our jungler because he told us that the support is top lane, and so we went for a dive. But at last, Anami just showed up.
Blame the jungler.
Yeah, pretty much.
Definitely.
That's a banger song, by the way. I love it.
It is.
Well,
But
sadly,
yeah, regarding the aggression, like in these finals, it's already getting late. You already saw in the drafts that we pivoted to a bit more of scaling champions, like
Yeah.
blind picking these scaling mages early on and setting up our composition a bit more conservatively. We just thought that the finals, we just had to put it in the bag and pick something simple and not play as aggressively as in the semifinals. That
Yeah,
was our
we
go-to.
were surprised, especially on the final draft. We really said it as well that it really looked like you guys were like, okay, we're gonna pick scaling, we're gonna pick team fight. And if you compare that to the first draft you had of the day, obviously with the Vi and everything, of absolutely going in at all times, very different.
Just getting in a variety of practice. We've assembled for the evening. We need to practice some scaling. We need to practice some aggressive compositions. Variety for the stream as well. We can
Yeah.
do both.
Yes. And I do have to say, as much as you guys blame the jungler, that in the end was the MVP of the finals for us.
Yes, I mean, makes complete sense. Quasi is our star player. Either way, like, we are messing around and making jokes, obviously, because he's the youngest of the bunch. But yeah, Quasi is the most talented, I believe.
Good job, Qualsy.
That's him.
Thank you.
At the same time, Mango is also being very upset that he didn't get a single game of bard.
I mean,
Fun,
it's
boys,
the
man.
usual.
Permaband. The entire tournament, any tournament, you could have the biggest tournament of the year and the smallest tournament of the year. Not a single bar game will ever happen for me. It's just a classic.
Maybe next time. Who knows?
They even banned your Nautilus in the last game. They really paid the
Yeah,
respect.
just telling you, man, fun, boys. This is cringe, man.
I mean, calling them fanboys would be one thing, but I would like to give props to Enemy Top. He definitely showed off, and he definitely has potential, or he already shown his potential elsewhere. But he truly played well. I think he has high ceiling to prove to their teammates and perhaps win next tournament. Who knows?
Yeah, they're top.
Shout out to LOMiks.
I believe LOMiks
Yeah.
already claimed 2 victories previously.
Oh,
It
he
is
did, I
possible.
saw.
Yeah, we won the spring skirmish at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I have any more questions or anything to comment on.
No, just again, a massive
Yeah,
congratulations from us and
Congrats.
an
Hope you had
incredible
fun.
day from you guys.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much. Thank you for giving us some
Thank
good
you.
practice and a tournament to
Yeah.
play in. Always very happy to join. Is there another tournament planned anytime soon? Maybe in fall?
Guys,
Any
give me some
idea?
rest.
The autumn kerfuffle.
Well, I mean, do we want to revive Winter Warfare for the 3rd time, and then be disappointed that no one shows up? I mean, I'm definitely
we
not
can
trying to guilt
bring,
trip all you guys or
it's hard.
anything.
It's usually harder for people to join in these tournaments during not summer months because obviously people have
Really?
less time.
Really? I mean, we can
Yeah.
bring all of our friends. Like, by the way, a bit of a backstory. We are Latvians, all of us. And,
Oh,
we're always looking for tournaments to play in. We can bring a bunch more Latvians to join for the next tournament. That's
There
no
we
problem.
go.
sure.
It's gonna be
We'll have the
Latvian
Latvian
exclusive.
Summer Showdown
We
next
also
time.
have people that would want to
Latvian
be our
Showdown.
assistants. I feel like we could use some.
Yeah, I mean, the staff is a problem everywhere. I mean, I've done my fair share of organizing tournaments in Latvia as well, but since LOMiks are playing there, the people are not too keen to join those tournaments. But but yeah, staff is really like you guys are doing God's work. Everyone's very respectful to anyone who is making these tournaments happen, and we're really happy to get a chance to play. So thanks
Yes, you
again
were
for
also
that.
very understanding of us with
We
all
try
the
our
different
best.
technical issues we had. So thank you so much as well.
Obviously.
Yeah, that really
It's
annoyed
the
me. Day
least we can do.
one, we had technical issues, and the finals, we had technical issues, which is like the two most important like times.
We didn't even notice the technical issues. We
Yeah,
just,
because you were playing the
oh,
game.
yeah, that's the thing,
Meanwhile, behind the scenes, everything
Yeah,
burning.
everything's on fire.
Yeah,
But
I'm
yes,
guessing.
thank you so much.
I'm
Yes.
guessing Shane will later on also, again, like we did with the spring skirmish and stuff, just see if there is interest for a fall or winter tournament, and then yeah, so just keep track of the Summer Showdown tournament realm Discord, and you'll figure out if there will be more coming or not.
Yeah,
We'll do. We'll stick around.
Thank you so much for joining us in the tournament and today in the casting couch. And yeah, good luck in probably your other tournaments that you have planned.
Thank
I
you so
assume.
much. Very appreciated.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
See us.
Now yoink yourself out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Thank you again. Have a good night.
Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.
see you later, guys. So there we go. Congratulations to LOMiks for taking the cake this year.